Hey guys, welcome back to Money Vibes with Vi. It has been a great holiday season. Happy 2024. Happy New Year. I'm a little late, I know, but we're here, we're present, and we're going to keep going. And I think that's kind of what I'm learning through this process. So let's just jump into this. Today we have $1,500 to cash stuff today. It's a combination of what I had meant to kind of put aside in the previous 2 weeks and as including my paycheck for this week. I get paid weekly. That may or may not change in the near future, but currently that is the frequency at which I'm paid. So yeah, that's what we're working with. Let's get into stuffing. So first up, gas. Hopefully this will go down this year. I am working on transferring to a location that is closer to me and closer to a lot of the other locations I tend to frequent. So yeah, I'm excited about that. But for now, it's still going to be $60. It would be amazing if I could get this down a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. I'm going to put 60 in for gas. Next up is groceries. I'm going to do $100 for this category. I normally do $150. I am shrinking this down a little bit. It's currently just me that I'm feeding, so I don't know why it costs so much money to feed. Okay, 2, 4, 20, 40, excuse me, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Get in there. What are you doing? All right, next up is dining out. We are going to do, I think, 60. Let's do 60. 20, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Perfect. In we go. Next up, miscellaneous. Love this category. I know some people or some trains of thoughts I've been hearing more and more. You shouldn't have a miscellaneous. Every dollar should have a set spend category. But there's just always something that comes up that doesn't quite fit into the rest. And as I have developed and grown with the system and trial and error, I've created different categories to fit my needs, and I'll continue to do so. But for now, miscellaneous is still my little safe haven, my catch-all, as I'm just navigating what works for me and what doesn't. So my favorite for that reason, we're going to do $70. That amount never really goes down because I could always take what I'm not using and save it for contributing to other financial goals. So I don't mind keeping that a little higher. Okay, so 20, 40, 60, 70. Next up is this non-labeled envelope here. I might get a new set of envelopes this year, or even a wallet in general. Not really sure yet, but I know what this is for. No, it's not marked. It's for hair appointments. So I'm gonna put 20 in here. I had 20 in this, I think the last time I cash stuffed, I had talked about this category. However, because I was still using my cash, but not refilling my envelope these past 2 weeks, I used that. Confession, it's gone. So we're gonna start back fresh again with 20 bucks. In it goes. It's funny, I created this category because I, like talking about with miscellaneous, realized that there was a little bit of a gap in when I would go to get my hair done, which isn't that often, but when I would go, I realized I wasn't putting enough cash aside for it. So again, end up reaching for that credit card, which is not what we want to do. Definitely want to break that habit of using credit to kind of supplement what we're paying for. So I started this category to meet that need. However, now I'm kind of considering going to the hairstylist even less this year. So we'll see where this goes. But for now, it's useful. I'm still going, still have appointments on the books. So it's good to be putting some money away for that. 20 bucks. Next up, car maintenance. It is time for me to maintain my car, both inside and out. Yeah, it needs an oil change, a whole new cleaning. Has not been to the car wash since before the holiday season. So, you know, I need to fix that. So we're definitely going to need 40 bucks to go in there. Perfect. So that's going in the back. And then lastly, we have the savings pile, which is currently empty for now. I am wanting to create another either category or maybe just including it in savings. The total amount for everything, and let's just go through it together so you can see. On a weekly basis, because again, paid weekly, I'm cash stuffing $60 for gas. Let me see if I can bring this down for better, yeah, so you guys could see better. Let me slide this over. Okay, so 60 bucks for gas, 100 for groceries, another 60 for dining out, another 70 for miscellaneous, 20 for hair, and 40 for car maintenance. So that's a total of $350 every week that gets cash stuffed. So normally what that ends up looking like from the point of payday to this point is paycheck, right? Withdrawing the $350 minimum for the cash stuff. Any bills are probably either left, they're left in my checking account and withdrawn from that for paying those bills. And then the surplus, which is income from my paycheck, subtracting my bills, subtracting the $350 for cash stuffing, whatever's left over, if I have left over, is going to credit card debt payments or various financial goals. Currently working on a debt video that will go over just everything I owe. But I've done the math and I'm estimating about $350 in payments weekly, which does match what I cash stuff. Currently should be enough to eliminate debt with it for myself, personal debt, within this year. I'm not always able to meet that overflow because, for example, if the bills kind of eat up more of my paycheck that week, I may not have the extra $350 to spend. And then I may want to take from one of these categories and kind of give myself a tighter budget for that week to make it work. In doing so, though, I want to create a little bit of a buffer. I'm big on buffering, and I'm talking about that more and more. It's my way of kind of setting myself up for failure, right? So maybe there's a week where I get sick you know, and maybe I don't have the sick time. Or right now, for example, I'm currently only working 4 days a week. So some weeks that ends up working out fine with the bills that I have. And then other weeks it's a little tighter. I want to create a catch-all for this number so that even if I'm, let's say, 20 bucks shy for my gas category, I kind of draw from this envelope, so to speak. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to cash stuff $350 into the savings envelope. I may make that a different envelope. I'm not really sure if that's necessary, but the $350 I want to kind of always remain within this binder, and it will act as a buffer for me. So if one week I fall a little short, I can still maybe meet that category need if necessary. I mean, it's not going to kill me to, for example, cut down on my dining out that week and maybe make it work that way, but I do want the flexibility. So that is what we're doing. Okay, so let's do it with the 20s. 2, 4, 6, $60. 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 115, 120, 125, 130, 135, 140, 145, 150, 151, 152, 153, 154, 155, 156, 157, 158, 159, 160. And then I don't have enough left over. Okay. Rewind. Let's not do 160. Let's remove the 10 from here. And we're back at 150, which gives us $200 left. Let's do just $200 bills. I could always break these down in the future. And this will act as my little buffer. So I have a buffer for cash stuffing, a buffer for my checking account, lots of sort of catch-alls and moments of grace for this whole process. And this leaves us with some money left over. I'm going to close this up and show you guys what else I've been working on. So let me just clear this out. Push this back for a bit. Actually, slide this over. All right, so I don't know how well this is coming up on camera. So I may project the numbers, but I have kind of made a chart for myself. I've had a financial book in the past, kind of help me keep track of goals, payments, and different things like that. So I kind of wanted to create something similar for myself this year. In the future, this might turn into something a little more polished, but for now, this will work for me. And I'm keeping track of my credit card and personal debt in 2025. I've written out my 3 credit cards that I'd like to focus on. My paydays so far are January 3rd and January 10th. And like I said, my committed value every week that I try to aim to contribute here is $350. Now, this is in addition to any payments or bills that are paid off from a card. So for example, in the month of, or for this pay period, I might pay $350 to my Quicksilver card, but I may have also had, I don't know, 50 bucks in bills come out of this card as well. So using my paycheck, I will contribute the $50 to bring that back down to whatever it was paid off from previously, and then an additional $350 to add to that. And I hope to kind of keep more specific track of those numbers as we go on. I've also have like a payment records section where I can write the additional $350 as well as any additional dollars or what I've spent to kind of continue that downward trajectory of the balance. I hope that makes sense. But let's put it into practice. So like I said, I've been a little behind. I have not been doing this. I wrote down the goals. I figured I did the math, but I haven't actually done it. So for January 3rd, my first payday, I should have had $350 to contribute. So this is going back into my checking account to pay down these three cards, excuse me. So my Saver currently has a balance of $126.40. That will drop down to zero with this $350 payment. Skipping over the Quicksilver because it's quite large, going to the next smaller balance. The other Quicksilver I have is a balance of $36.23. Again, with this payment, it will go down to zero, okay? And then contributing whatever's left over, which let me just run the math for you real quick. So $350 minus 350 minus 126.4 minus 36.223, 187.37 left. So minus 187.37 minus. So now I take my current balance and I'm going to subtract the 187.87, and there is 4,000. Oh, did I do that math wrong? Hold on. 4499.6 minus 4311.89. So I have that a little wrong. Cross this off here. 311.89. I'm just gonna check myself one more time. Oh, 350 minus 126.4 minus 36.23, 7.37. Oh, this is a 3. Ha ha ha. Let's get that together. Okay, 4499.76 minus 187.37. I'm confusing my own self. Okay, I did have this right before. Now it's just a hot mess. Okay, 4312.39. That is my correct balance. Okay, so that's how much will be paid down so far with what I've just taken out. Now, 100, 200, 300, $50, right? And then I could take literally whatever I have left here now, because this is all coming from this last paycheck. I have not been paid as of yet, so this is all overflow cash that could be used to go towards my credit card debt. This is 350. This is another 400, 450, and 460. I'm gonna count that out one more time just to be sure. 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, and 460. This is an additional $460. So now I'm gonna subtract that and get this new balance. So 4312.39 minus 460. 60. So that new balance should be $3,852.39. I may need to adjust this too, as the card might get, interest added to it, etc., etc. But I will try to keep these numbers up to date and maybe next time film with some whiteout. So anyways, let's gather all this together because like I said, all of this is going back to the checking account to pay off this credit card debt. I am hoping that these numbers match these zeros at the end of the year. There are, just for transparency, 2 more bills that I will add probably once this is paid down. I have a personal loan through Upstart and a Discover credit card balance that is much, much higher, about like $12,000. So that will also just be a focus for this year. But yeah, stay tuned, follow the journey. This is a new section for me, so I was kind of rolling through it. I didn't want to kind of stop and go. Just wanted to be able to share that with you all. If these numbers aren't clear too, let me know in the comments. Are you guys trying to be debt-free this year too? Are you already debt-free? What are some of your financial goals? I definitely plan on sharing mine more in depth, but this is a big one for me. Yeah, please let me know below. Again, Happy New Year. Comment, like, subscribe. Let's chat below. I wish you all the best in your financial journey, and thank you so much for tuning in to mine. Take care.